Hello everyone, I'm Replay Ty Heretic, and welcome back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. In the last episode, we went to go check out the Sandy Plains and we did 4 quests in one episode. And in this episode, I decided to buy all of the monster list information, just so you can see how it's like. The monster list pretty much just tells you how many of these you've slain, and what threat they are, and what type of monster they are. So naturally we have monsters like the Apnoth, the Nahabra, the Altaroth, the Ebioth, all these kinds of things. And then we have other monsters that we haven't seen yet, like the Popo, which is a tundra monster. And then we go further down the line and there are monsters that we have yet to see. So that's pretty much all it is, basically. There's not really much else to know. Also, if you want to know more about anything in this game, then you can pretty much just go to Hunter Info and learn about all the stuff. It gives you kind of basic information. That's all really you need. But it'll tell you more as you go along. So without further ado, let's begin by doing the Monster Guns quest. I know. You guys want to see a hunt. We're going to do that very soon. But first we need to go finish off what we need to do first. Let's see, fish and dairy. I might as well just do one of these. Doesn't really matter which. They both give off the same effect. Stamina and oxygen increase. That's perfect. Now, naturally, whenever I do hunts in with anything, I go for. I usually go for something that I know I have trouble with. So, more often than not, I do hunt after getting a food skill for... Sorry, I get a food skill for defense increase in elemental resistance. Because it's one of the more helpful things for me. Hot drinks, here we go. That was actually a pretty quick time for me to do it. I guess I'll use the health horn. Now, there's no Epioths in the Sandy Plains. So how are we going to get monster guts? Well, as I've explained before, the Delects, which are, in a way, just sandfish. It's really the best way I can explain it. They are sandfish. They are sandfish, you go hunt them. There's a lot of Jagi and Jagia here. Just you wait. In this episode, we're going to kill your father. But first, we hunt the sandfish. I call them sandfish. I've called them sand sharks at one point, but that's not right either, because sharks look nothing like these. So I'm just going to go with their names. Hopefully, nobody mistakes them for, say, a Doctor Who thing. I don't watch Doctor Who, so please don't reference anything that's Doctor Who related, because I won't get it. I know people love the show and everything, but I'm not a huge sci-fi person. Which is weird to say because I'm a Trekkie. There's our first Delac. Let's go carve him. Carve, big fin. Okay. There are a lot of these fools. And I suck at shooting with bow, apparently, with fast-moving targets. This should be perfect foreshadowing. The melee attack does do pretty decent damage for what it's worth. So it is a nice retaliatory close range. Sharpened Fang, I'm not sure if that's a good thing either. Actually, no, that might be a good thing. These things jump high when you destroy them. Ow. Big fin. Come on. Now, this is the one thing that I was actually kind of worried about. It's not talking while concentrating on hunting things. That was my biggest concern when I started the series. Because my commentary doesn't really match up with anything high action. And more often than not, I usually just, stay silent during things where I had to concentrate. That's why the Burnout 3 Takedown series didn't take off, because I tried recording it and there was a moment where I had like 2 whole minutes of dead air. And I know people would have been like, oh, you know, it would have been fine with you not talking. No, 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 that's how an LP is supposed to be, is me talking about the game while playing it. I thought about post-commentary, but I don't exactly do well with post-commentary, because I just usually wind up explaining what I'm doing. That's 2 monster guts. It's out. Thankfully I can just rapid fire my level 1 shot. There we go. It's perfect. Now, please tell me you have a monster gun. Here we go. Perfect. Now, I won't go into full detail about carve rates on monsters, because some monsters usually have similar carve rates to others, which I've proven with showing the stats of the Jiggy and the Jigia. Thankfully, the Great Jiggy will have stats that I'll definitely need to track. If you do want to know more about various carve rates for smaller monsters like the Epios or whatever these are called, hold on. Alteroths. Well, that is kind of helpful, in case I forget. Anyways, if you want to know more information on various monsters and their carve rates, then go to kiraniko.com. I say this every single episode, but it is one of the greatest resources for information on Monster Hunter. It probably is one of the greatest. The only thing that Kiraniko really doesn't have is like various small information, like the sharpener, or the sharpness multiplier. I had to get from the MH Wiki, but other than that, it's a great resource. It does tell you a lot of things, like where various things are, so it's excellent. And naturally, where most of my information comes from for this LP. Just another day in the office, I guess. Let's see here, 20 minutes? Yeah, that'll be more than enough time to possibly take out a Great Jiggy. I'll be doing some grinding off screen. I was going to do... I did say that I am going to be showing off the entire game without any, like, cutting or anything, but I highly doubt you guys want to watch me kill the same monster 6 times in a row for, like, 3 episodes. So, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing any grinding that I'm going to do for armor and skills, I'm going to be doing off camera, just to make sure that I keep things flowing nicely. There are going to be points where I'm going to show you how things work in this game, but I'm not going to be going like, I'm going to show you everything humanly possibly needed to be shown in this game. No, I'm not going to burden you guys with that. Because I like you guys. I like you guys, and even though it may seem like I hate grinding in this game, I don't, but I know people do. Especially when they watch people grind. So, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to check my prop box. I'm not going to be using any of those worms. Perfect. Got some shrooms. Naturally, it's finally come to this moment. After about 2.5 hours of working on the collection of herbs and shrooms, we are finally going to be making potions in a vigorous amount. We're making a lot of garbage. Hold on. That's one thing. If you fail at combining, then you will just make a lot of garbage. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to buy Book of Combos and send them to my box. That should increase our rate of our combine rate, our combo rate, so that we don't fail as much. Yep, there we go, 100%. So now we can make an endless amount of potions until we run out. And then we're going to make these potions into mega potions using the honey that we have. And there you have it. We have 35 Mega Potions, which are good. I'm going to take 5 potions with me, because I want to keep some potions on tap, and I'm going to take just going to take a full set of Mega Potions. Gonna arrange these. Anything I need? No, everything looks fine from here. Well, I don't need cool or hot drinks for this. Actually, no, I might need a cool drink. So I'm gonna keep the cool drink. Keep the paintballs. Yep, there we go. After 2 minutes of setting up, we are good to go. For the most part. Anything that we do desperately need, we'll probably get in the supply box anyways. So, the one we've all been waiting for, our very first monster hunt. Gonna go with grain and vegetable on this. Gonna go with hopefully getting the daily skill for Slugger, because this will increase this will increase the likelihood of stunning them. So into defense. Yes, we got Slugger. Perfect. We got stamina and defense. Defense is a good thing. When we level up our ingredients, then we should get health increases too. Alright, we have 50 minutes to slay a Great Jaggi. And we have flash bombs, tinged meat. Perfect. Perfect. We're good. We got this. We got this in the bag, guys. I'm gonna start off by setting up a paint coating on my bow. We're gonna real quick equip that. Now, thankfully, if you just holster or you just put away your weapon, you won't unequip the coating, so that's great. And the Jaggi are going to be the Great Jaggi is going to be in Area 5. The Great Jaggi is nothing big, it's not a big hassle. For Gunner, it's gonna be... sorry. Sorry, I'm losing my track of my coughing and everything. For Gunners, you're gonna have a bit of a difficult time because of how agile this monster is. Anyways. Say hello to the Great Jaggi. Like something out of Jurassic Park, the Great Jaggi is a bit of a problem. Due to its size, most of its attacks can strike, so you have to make sure that you dodge constantly. With one shrill scream from its screamer sack that apparently has, it can call forth a swarm of Jaggi. This is the problem for Gunners. Because naturally you'll be swarmed by, guess what? The Jaggi. And Jaggia, if it calls it. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put on the paint coating. And real quick swap to our exhaust coatings. Exhaust coatings and exhaust shots for Gunners will decrease the stamina of the monsters, making them lose stamina, and at that, easier to stun. C-range coatings are close-range coatings. They multiply the damage by, I think, 1.25 if you're, like, literally 5 meters away. I'm actually going to click the ZR button, or... okay. Should be fine. And I'm going to be able to do a lock-on. This is the lock-on. I don't see a lot of people using it, but I've always used it because it's just so useful to have kind of just a quick... just to have the fast ability to be able to just snap on. Because then you can more easily telegraph their moves. The Great Jaggi's moves are kind of easy to telegraph. Movements are kind of slow, and that makes it a bit easier to deal with. And a real quick switch to power coatings. Okay, well, at least I got the power coatings on. Okay, I gotta get rid of these Jaggi. If you have a lock-on, then you can't just tap R once, or the L button once, to just snap on to behind your character. You have to double tap. There is an option to reverse this, though. The Jaggi, when it falls down, actually can get up pretty quickly, too. So, with this kind of weapon that I have, I wouldn't be able to do much damage to it, so I'm just going to naturally do what I'm used to doing. Taking a pot shot, and then avoiding, loading an arrow, waiting for the opportunity for it to do a strike, and then attack. That's pretty much the only kind of tactic that I can give you with using a bow. just keep your distance and don't do anything super reckless. Because doing things that are reckless usually will get you killed. Oh, there we go. I think I got a head break. Okay, the basic thing about the Great Jiggy is that there's only two parts of its body that matter. The head and the body. You can't cut off the tail, I don't think anyways. But you can break the head. And breaking the head will get you the King's Frill, which is one of the items that are needed for the armor. The armor that you can get from this is a Great Jiggy Scale, Great Jiggy Hide, Bird Wyvern Claw, and I think just Jiggy Hide. Oh, he's running off. Looks like to area 7? Yep. Places he can go to are pretty much most of the areas in Sandy Plains, but he will more or less go to area 5, 7, and 4. I have seen him go to area 8, though. And as you see here, here are our feline friends. They will usually assist you in that. They will usually assist you in hunting big monsters. Okay, I'm actually going to equip the exhaust coat, the close range coating, because I need. That body slam he does can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Okay. I'll re-switch to power coatings. I don't know the overall multiplier effect for power coating, so I'll probably research it and put it in post. Which you will see on the screen right now. Ow. Ow! Felines! I thought you were on my side. Stop trying to kill me. Oh wow, he's limping already. This is great. Huh, this was actually kind of fast. Never defeated him this fast with a bow. Okay, he fled back to Area 5, which is good. Now, if I leave him alone for maybe 20 or so seconds and he transitions to the area, he will very quickly fall asleep to try to regain his health. The way that monsters regain any of their stats are usually they have a gimmick. Carnivores will usually find something in an area, kill it, and then try to eat it to regain their stamina. But pretty much every single monster, except for a choice couple, like the Kurapeko, will sleep to regain their health. Others can regain their health in other ways. Like I said, the Kurapeko can do that. The ways that you could tell that a monster is exhausted is, for instance, the Great Jiggy will drool, and that will show that it is getting tired. I'm actually going to do a... Oh, well, I couldn't do a wide shot, or an arc shot. There are a lot of monsters to deal with. Naturally, this is my issue. The Jigia hit hard, but the Jiggy hit fast, and the Great Jigia, or the Great Jiggy, can do both at sometimes. I don't want to retreat and heal because it seems pretty close anyways. Oh. Okay, let me put my power code. This might not have been a good move, but it was a risk, and I was willing to take it. Okay, that was a stun. That's good. Oh, crap. Whew. Well, I didn't want that to hit me, because that would have taken off, I think, 25% of my health with this armor on. Oh, there we go. What do you know? Alright, put away this weapon, and we're gonna real quick carve this. Cars in the background, always going mad, always going loud. I always hate people with, like, that don't have mufflers. I especially hate people with motorcycles. Because I live in a small neighborhood. But the fact that I live in a small neighborhood makes the fact that people who have motorcycles and roar that shit down my block where everything echoes, there is not enough soundproofing in the world to stop a fucking motorcycle from going through and making a ruined audio recording. And I hate people that have motorcycles with that kind of capability. It just annoys me to no end, because it's like, alright, I get it. How far are you in your midlife crisis? Going all the way to their home to go boozing or some shit. That's me ranting. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be ranting while playing Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter's a good time. It's always a good time. Always a fun time. Ah, good, I got a King's Frill. Got a Great Jiggy Claw. Perfect. Ooh, 934 centimeters. That's another thing you should know. Every single monster in this game has a max and a minimum size. If you get the maximum size, you will get a gold crown. If you get the minimum size, you will get, I should say, a gold crown with, I think, a green jewel on it. And if you get the smallest size, then you get a gold jewel with, I think, a gold crown with the brown jewel or something. Let's see here. Aha, we gotta capture an Arzuros next. Well, I suppose since you guys watched me hunt a Great Jiggy and had to suffer through watching all of that stuff, I guess I can indulge you and increase the episode length just a little and capture the Arzuros. And, as a matter of fact, it seems as though the Great Jiggy... Okay, looks like we do need dung. Let me check the forecast. Herbivores are breeding today. Perfect. Good, then I can get a supersized dung. So I'm gonna actually do that real quick. If you get an herbivores, if herbivores are breeding in Moga Woods, then that means that there will be a much larger Aptonoth in Area 2. Which, if you kill it, you get a supersized dung almost every time. I'm pretty sure it's practically every time, though. But supersized dung is needed to increase our farm's capabilities, which we want. We want to increase our farm's capabilities. So there's an Aptonoth. There's a monstrous Aptonoth. Let's kill it. Let's get the supersized dung, and then we can capture the larva, and then we can capture an Arzuros, and I can show you how capturing works in this game. Okay, let's carve this real quick. Probably gonna get a lot of raw meat off this, which is good. You always want a lot of raw meat. Oh, got monster bone. I think you get 3 cards off this. Yep, perfect. Got more monster bones. Now what the Chief's son said earlier is that there are now Great Jiggy in Moga Woods. So if we go to Moga Forecast like I did earlier, and you check the middle bar here with large monsters, you can sometimes see a Great Jiggy. Or you can sometimes see monsters that are indicated as such. Hunt report. Perfect. Let's go kill one more Aptonoth for another supersized dung. Because it's still herbivores breeding, apparently. It's great. I want to get this farm back up to 100%, which is a good thing. But I am still going to indulge you guys and give you 2 hunts. Because I feel very generous today. Okay, there's another Aptonoth. Perfect. Okay, let's carve these. I already killed them. I don't need to kill them again. Unless I need to. Ooh, spooky. We do have a lot of raw meat. A lot of raw meat. And I still have tinged meat, apparently. Tinged meat will paralyze a monster if they eat it. Mostly carnivorous monsters eat it, though. Stop talking, just let me do a hunt report. No, that's not good. Yeah. Back we go! Still herbivores breeding, too. Crap. Well, welcome to grinding. Might as well show you what it's going to be like with the Great Jiggy, except that I'm going to be taking 10 times as long. If that. Jesus. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's alright, run, little child. Run! Run while I kill your family. I never seem to kill that one because it always runs off because it's smart. The other ones just kind of flinch a lot, and I can kill them faster. That one's a bit wise. You gotta keep an eye on it. Well, I'm all full on raw meat. Hopefully that does it. I'm just gonna get a lot of supersized dung from this for some reason. Which is fine. Supersized dung is a great thing. Stop telling me stuff. Ah, damn it. Well, I guess I'll do that later. I'll do that later. We'll just do the bear trap quest right now. I should clear out my inventory, but we'll be fine for now. Let's increase our defense. Don't need deflector. Okay, I guess balancer's fine. Perfect. Okay, capturing is a lot different than a kill, or a hunt, basically. With a hunt, you can do either a kill, or I should say slay, or capture. But with a capture quest, you can only capture. Capturing works like this. You weaken a monster until it indicates that it is very weak. With most monsters' indications, they limp away. Other monsters are kind of hard to telegraph. He's in area 3. I know the Arzuros starts in level 3. I should have topped off my coatings, though. Oh well. It should last. Actually, hold on, I wanted to put my exhaust coatings in, so I can weaken it faster. Oh, I just did what I told myself I wouldn't do. Paint coatings first, then exhaust. Jesus. Thankfully, since I can cap the paint coatings at 99, then I don't need to fill up my paint coatings for a while. Anyways, I guess I will tell you the carve rates for an Arzuros. Also, this game teaches you that sometimes those little, guess what? I forgot the names again. Oh, fucking well. Those little ants can grow their end parts, and if you kill them while they're that way, specific colors will give you specific drops. I'm pretty sure these will give us fine stomachs. Nope, he got her. I got his attention. I didn't want his attention. I'll just let these things drop these things. I know I'm wasting paint coatings, but oh well. Oh crap. Okay, exhaust coatings go. Alright, this is one of those few monsters that will attack swiftly, and you will have to evade constantly. In fact, more often than not, it will be a good idea to utilize the ability to just blind fire your bow, because that is actually good. This monster is high enough for you to actually do a normal strike with it, without having to adjust the camera. The same thing goes for the Great Jiggy. The only issue is positioning. Also, another thing I forgot to note, coatings will work in arc shots. And in fact, are a lot more efficient in that way. Oh, that's a little late. Well, I'm almost out of exhaust coatings. Oh yeah, he's tired. Holy hell. Look at him, he's all tuckered out. Poor little bastard. Stay there. Okay, that was good enough. Oh, wow. Had a bit of trouble there, buddy? We'll wait for him to run before I grab these shiny drops. That would miss. He's gonna do a dive. And hit. There we go. Fun times for everybody. You're stumbling a lot there, buddy. You okay there? The Arzuros has... I don't know how many spots it has to hit. Actually, that's a good question. You can break the head. I know you can. Hold on, while I get my Sonic Bomb ready. Oh, damn it. Hold up. Throw. Go. Get a shiny drop out of that. I think you get a beast here for doing that to him. So that's a perfect time to use this, when he stumbles over that. It's a bad time for anyone that gets caught in the crossfire. Oh wow, he's already limping away. And the shiny drops disappeared. Damn it. Alright. These are going by surprisingly fast. I swear that this usually doesn't take as long. Oh yeah, another thing that you should know, if you run away from a monster in the opposite direction of where they are, then you will run faster. This expends stamina faster, but you get away a lot faster. This is a key thing to know, because if you run away and dodge, then you will do a dive, and that has a lot more, invisibility frame to work with. The invulnerability period. We're gonna wait for him to flee here, then set up a bomb. Stop. Stop, please. Damn it. Come here, buddy. Oh, thank you. Huh, that's good. Now, the problem with capturing a monster, you don't get to carve it, but on occasion you can get a rare drop from a capture. And in the case of the Arzuros, one of the items that we do need to upgrade our bow is on the Arzuros. Oh, there's the phone. Hello. Ring-a-ding-ding. So hopefully we get a jumbo bone from this, but it's only a 25% capture rate. Oh no, we didn't get a jumbo bone. Oh well. Looks like I'll have to grind two things during the break. Great Jiggy for armor, and capture Arzuros for that. Oh well. So this is the last thing that we needed to do for this quest. Actually, no, because Star 2 starts really picking up. Once you capture the Arzuros, you start getting a lot more quests. Odd creature. Something about a shakalaka. Need to get dung. I guess that's how I'll end off the episode. Getting dung! Perfect. Okay, it's tranquil at the moment, which is good. That means that we can kill a lot of Aptonos. The best way to know when you can get a supersized dung is when in the south part of the Moga forecast, it will tell you if there's herbivores breeding. If you go to Moga Woods in the daytime and you look up herbivores breeding, then more often than not, you can go there to get a supersized dung. Other times, you can go just here for dung. Which is what we're going for. Not usually one to waste this resource moment, but, you know. We got stuff to do. Perfect. There we go. Now then, let's talk to him again. Perfect. And with this, we should get our second farm. There we go. Perfect. So now, we're doing great. This should increase our productivity. So you're back to putting in blue mushrooms. Alright, so in the next episode, you will see me in new armor and with the bow upgrade. Now, sadly, because it's just the Hunter's Bow 2, there's not really much of an aesthetic change with the bow. As you can tell here, I'll just click here. As you can see, there's not much of an aesthetic change between Hunter's Bow 1 and 2. However, this weapon is actually I don't want a sword. This weapon is actually going to be a very crucial upgrade in the long run. And we just need the jumbo bone. And for armor, show you, we can make the helmet, but we can't make anything else. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to set up the armor right now. Now the difference between, there's no difference between the first two caps. They're always going to be Blade Gunner. It's just that they have a different skill set, and they also have different resistances. More often than not, they do have less defense for the bottom one. I'm gonna go with the helmet though on this. Actually, no, I'll go with the cap. I should be ending the episode right now, but I'm actually going to talk a little bit more. Here we go. So as you see here, for anything besides helmets, you will have a gunner set and a blade master set. We got to make the gunner set because we're gunners. So that should be it. Might as well talk to this lady. Aha! We get to learn about one more thing. So in the next episode, I will have new and improved armor, a new weapon, and we will also do the quest Shakalaka Savior and find out one more thing about Monster Hunter that will be a very important thing. So if you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to know more about Monster Hunter and need help with various carves or missions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll help you as best as I can. And also, if you really like my videos, then feel free to subscribe. Until then, I'm Replay Ty Heretic, and I will see you guys in the next episode.